Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an experience like no other. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for The Mary D. Show, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. The Mary D. Show brings you powerful insights and inspiring stories from a diverse range of guests. Join our incredible host, Mary D. Welch, as she sits down with thought leaders, business owners, and changemakers, sharing their journeys and successes. From career professionals and entrepreneurs to educators and beauty advisors, Mary D. Welch interviews sports figures and health enthusiasts, offering a platform for extraordinary voices. Explore the world of extraordinary people and places in business and finance, homes and real estate, beauty and wellness, education and empowerment, sports and health, and more. Want to be a guest on the show? Call 619-669-8603 or email Mary at marydwelch.com. Visit www.marydwelch.com to learn more.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mary D. Show. For those of you that have never been here, welcome. Glad to have you here. For those of you that are what do I call you guys? The superstars. You come every week. Welcome back to the Mary D. Show. I'd like to welcome to our live viewers. Hi, live viewers. But welcome to our replay viewers. Hi, replay viewers, because you are watching the show. Whether you're live or on the replay, you're still supporting the show. So I want to thank you for that. I also want to thank our executive producer. Hi, babe. That's Oliver. Those of you know that Oliver's in the background. He's always watching the show. And at the end, he really does critique the show. I know you think, you never see him. He's there, and he always gives me feedback on how he feels like the show went and that kind of thing. Now, I also want to give those of you that, let's say, this is your first time here and you haven't subscribed to the show. You can go to YouTube and you can like it and you can subscribe it and you can share the show. Please do those things because the systems look at that. They want to know, are people liking your show? Are they subscribing to your show? And when you subscribe, all it does is remind you the show is on live. I want to let you know we only have about 3 more shows, I think, 2 or 3. In this time zone. We're actually in the 1 o'clock slot. Starting 2026, we go to the Mary D. Show is live at 5:45. We're still Pacific Standard Time, but now it'll go to 5:45. I'm really excited about that because that's the first big change we've made. Oh my goodness, since we started, is to move to a new time slot. So I'm excited for you. For those of you that work or you can listen on the way home or any of those things, I think it's going to be a good change. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing to you today this gentleman who I have admired for years. I don't even know if he knew that, but someone who has just literally dedicated their life to our community. So those of you that live in the Riverside Inland Empire area, that's the area that we live in, or that I live in. And from the time I arrived in Riverside, I had heard his name. Think about this. I came to Riverside when I was 19 years old. And without a doubt, I've had more people come up and say, do you know Dell Roberts? Or do you know who Dell Roberts is? I mean, it was almost like, if you don't know him, you need to know him. It was that kind of thing. But I will tell you, it has been a blessing to have this gentleman, not just in our lives, in our community. And I like to read to you the bio for Mr. Dell Roberts. Dell Roberts graduated from Riverside Poly High School in 1955 after lettering in swimming, football, and track. While attending RCC, which is Riverside Community College, Dell began working almost full-time at 2 separate plants. For Butcher Boys Foods, and for extra money, took a job with Riverside Park and Rec at Lincoln Park. Dell has a long history of touching and positively changing the lives of Riverside's youth. Since 1965, he has worked with the youth through assignment with the NAACP and the Riverside Unified School District. He also worked with youth at the city at Lincoln, Boardwell, Bobby Bonds, and Villegas Parks. Dell was special assistant to the principal at Poly High School in charge of discipline and security from 1968 to 1989. He coached football for 21 years at Poly. He established the Black Student Union at Poly in the Riverside area in 1968. Dell later began advisor for the United Black Students of California, which was comprised of 140 BSU units with 1,300 students from San Francisco to San Diego and Victorville to Fresno. Dell is currently retired from the Riverside Unified School District after 38 years of service. He still works with students and adults in need of a helping hand, and he has served as a consultant for Riverside County Office of Education. Dell has received various awards from the Martin Luther King Visionaries, Riverside Unified School District Student Support Services Certificate of Appreciation for 30 years of service, the City of Riverside Annual Youth Expo 2000 Conference, SCLC for a Community Service Award, Riverside African American Historical Society, Evergreen Jones Award from Association of Black Correctional Officers, Riverside Sports Hall of Fame Service and President's Award, Bank of America Hero Award, and American Diabetes Association Father of the Year. Dell received the Spirit of the City Award in 2004 for extraordinary deeds and community spirit, good citizenship, and enhancing the quality of life in the city of Riverside. Dell has served in member and leadership capacities of many community organizations, including President of the Riverside Community College Foundation Board, Chair of the Boardwell Park Advisory Committee, Board Member for the Salvation Army, Board of Directors for the Youth Service Center, Member of the Riverside Police Chiefs Advisory Committee, and Board Member for the Mission Inn Foundation. Dell has directed parades for the Black History Month Committee of Riverside since 1980. He has also directed parades for the Desert Storm Vets, the Riverside County Centennial, and Riverside Community College's Passport to College. In 2001, Dell established the Empowering Young Women's Conference with the intention to educate young women, discover their interests, and find their strengths, and develop purpose. The conference annually serves approximately 300 girls ages 12 to 21 and hosts helpful workshop topics such as preparing for college, developing self-esteem, pursuing dreams, recognizing abuse, and handling peer conflict. Many an East Side child saw their first glimpse of snow created on the wave, crashed on the wave of a beach, attended conferences in various parts of the state of California, or ventured on their first airplane ride because of Dell's dedication to seeing youth flourish and exposing them to what life has to offer outside of their community. Dell and Carmen have 4 sons, Adrian, Glenn, Craig, and Terrence. They have been married for 33 wonderful years. They attend Park Avenue Baptist Church and work on various boards. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you our community icon and a father to all, Mr. Dell Roberts. Hi, Dell.
Hello. Thank you. I had to wonder who you were talking about there for a while. I don't remember all those awards.
You know what it is because you're living in your purpose. That's what it is. When you're living in your purpose, you are doing the things that really make you, not just the community happy, make you happy. I think it makes you happy to see people do well.
Yep.
That's what I think it is. Well, I think I like to first thank you for being here today because I know you're busy and you always have irons in the fire, but you took time to come on the show today. So I do want to thank you for that.
Well, I like what you do. And so I felt that I should.
Oh, good.
Your request. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I like to first share with our audience, Dell. You we talked before the show, and I learned some things about you that I didn't know. I thought you were a Riverside native all this time.
Been here long enough to be a native, but came here in 1945 when I was 9 years old.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And made it home.
Yep. So that's getting close to 80 years ago.
Wow. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. And then when I talked, you said I told me you graduated from Poly High School.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Longfellow. I went to university when it was still there on University Avenue. And then I went to RCC.
Wow.
And then I got married out of RCC and started a career of working for Butcher Boy.
Okay. All right. And then you said you went to RCC and then decided to go to work.
Yes, because I at that time had a wife.
That does make a difference.
Yes, I needed support. And out of RCC, I was offered a scholarship in football to Pomona College, but they would not take care of dependents. Only me. So I went to work instead.
Oh, okay. So that but that maybe that you know what it sent you down another road, but it looks like it was a good road.
I've enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. Now, in addition, I know that you not only went to Poly High School, graduated from Poly High School, then you end up working at Poly High School.
Right. Well, I was working for Butcher Boy, like I said, right out of school.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, a coach named Hammersmith saw me on the street and asked if I would come and help with a football program. And I said, well, yeah, I could do that. And so I did.
Mm-hmm.
Started working with the football program. At some point, the principal, who was there at that particular time, asked me if I would come to work on the campus to help with the kids. And I said, well, yeah, maybe I could do that also. So ended up coaching football and working at Butcher Boy and working for Park and Recreation all at the same time. 4 o'clock in the morning, I went to Butcher Boy and worked till noon. And at noon, I went to Poly, worked till 3. And at 3, I left the campus and went to work with football from 3 to 6 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Then from 6 to 10, I went to work for Park and Recreation. Used to have a weight program that I worked at Lincoln Park, Uni at that particular time, and Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And I took my kids with me at times. So
All right.
I enjoyed all of them, but didn't leave much time for sleep.
No, not with you. Basically, we're doing 3 jobs.
4. Yeah.
4 jobs.
Well, what is it? Butcher Boy, school,
Mm-hmm.
football, and Park and Rec.
And a husband and a father.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. But do you know what? Yeah, you can do that when you're young. Can't you do all that stuff when you're young?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I said, wow. Well, I know too. Now I did not know you've been coaching for 21 years. You're a football coach.
Right.
Wow. So you saw a lot.
Enjoyed it. And that's the main people that come back to me now is past football players. They call, they come, and are upset, said I mistreated them on the football field, which is not true. I just worked them hard.
They still remember that?
Oh, yes. Very vividly.
Yeah, I can believe that. I still remember I played volleyball for UCR. I still remember those workouts, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I haven't forgot. But I know too. So how did the football, what year or what team was the best team of all your football teams? What year?
I don't know. We had a lot of good teams at Poly. We had a lot of good coaches. We had Howard White, who was one of the greater coaches around at brought the first CBL championship to Poly. Then we went on to Barry Myers, who was a good coach. I first started coaching under Ben Hammersmith. Playing under Ben Hammersmith when I went to school.
Right.
So when I came back, Ben was the one that hired me to come and help. But after that, there was a progression of coaches that came through, and I just kind of stayed with each coach because then I was working for the school by then.
Okay. We have some comments here from our audience. We have Nanette. She says, "Hello, Godfather of Riverside, Mr. Dell Roberts. I tell you, that's
my neighbor. Hey,
your
Nan.
neighbor." And this is from, I can't tell the name. Okay, it says, this one says, "Thank you, sir. I was one of your students from Poly High. I graduated in 1983. Thank you for inspiring me to achieve my purpose. Dr. Ramona Coates."
All right.
Hi, Ramona.
Congratulations.
Yes. And also, I want to make sure I get the comments in. I don't want to miss anybody. And this is from Nanette. Nanette, Poly High School, 1973. And Nicolette, Poly High School, Poly class of 2012. Mitchell sends our love and hugs.
Thank you.
And let's see. I want to make sure I don't want to miss anybody. Okay. And then they just saying hi. Oh, another comment just came in. Okay. It just said for hi to me. Hi, Nanette. I can tell you I was surprised when I could found out I could walk to Nanette's house from our house. I'm like, what? You live that close? Well, I know too. I know you know it too. So she's closer to you, I think.
A block away.
I know.
Just the next block.
But Nanette is a super fan. She's here. She's my fact checker. Anything in the show, and I need to check the fact. Annette does that for me. So hi, Annette. Nanette. I said Nanette. So she's been really good about that, for sure. But now you did football. You worked at the 4 jobs, which I still can. Now I think I've always worked 2. Usually I was working 2, not 4. I couldn't keep up with that. But 2 was all I could handle because I was going to school full time and working 2 part-time jobs. Even though I look at that, I remember thinking, I just said I did what I had to do. And I think that's what you were doing.
That's what all people do. You do what you have to do to survive.
Yep. You just keep on going. But then you retired after 38 years.
Right.
And then started other jobs, basically.
I started my pro bono jobs.
Right. Because you were now you're in the community, and you have a foundation. You're in Carmen. It's the Adrian Dell Roberts and Carmen Foundation.
Right. Started off as the Black History Committee, and then at some point they changed the name. I wasn't really in favor of it, but people don't always do what I'm in favor of. As you know, Mary, they did change the name to Foundation, and I think it was a good thing in hindsight. But I think it's really important that the foundation continue on to run. The parade part of it has been taken over primarily by Russell Ward, who has been with me since he was in high school, when he was in Ramona High School. That's a man on roller skates. And he joined me. And so now he's able to do the parade on his own.
Wow.
It's gratifying to me.
That's wonderful.
When the parade started, I used to take my youth to parades all around, San Bernardino, et cetera. So we came from San Bernardino parade, and two of my students, one from John W. North and one from Poly High, young lady said, we want to do our own parade. And I said, really? I said, are you willing to go before the city council and ask for permission? And so surprisingly, they said yes. So we went before city council, and the mayor and everything endorsed it and gave us $250, and away we went. And the parade used to start at the Lerner Center at the corner of Chicago and University and go to UCR. At some point, Caltrans didn't like that route because we blocked exits from the freeway. So they moved us. We moved it to RCC.
Right.
There was an incident at RCC where a gun was found and fired by someone. And so then the police stepped in and moved the parade to its present position. Starts at RCC and goes downtown Riverside. So it's been very successful there, thankfully without incident.
Right. And how many years has it been going on now?
I think 44, 45. 48? 46 years now. This will be 46 coming up. February 14th.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, those of you that in the IE, it's on Valentine's Day. So the morning of Valentine's, it kicks off at RCC and it ends right at the courthouse, downtown Riverside.
Right.
Okay.
10 o'clock it kicks off.
I've been in a few of them, so I can tell.
In downtown with an expo with lots of exhibits and good food and entertainment. It
is a community stronghold, I would say. We really look forward to that parade, but people don't have a clue what it takes to do all that, Dell. They don't understand that you have to get permits, well in advance. You have to get permission. You have to get the police involved. It's a big deal to do a parade.
One of the big things that you have to do now is get traffic control.
Okay.
Which is about a $7,000 endeavor.
Oh yeah.
That's why we need funds. You have to have professionals come up and set up traffic so it's controlled during the parade.
Right.
And so it's safe.
Correct.
And to do all that, it takes quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
One year, there was a mix-up and we didn't have traffic control. When I went out on the route at 6 a.m, I said something strange out here, and the strange was there was no barrier set up.
Right.
So I called, and somehow or another we had traffic control didn't get it. So fortunately for me, I called my friend, Chief Larry Gonzalez, and asked him for help. And he said, I got it. So he did. The police controlled the whole parade without the barriers. So we were fortunate that year.
Wow.
It was just a blessing that I had somebody to call.
Right. So and the fact that you see, just being out there at 6 a.m, everybody doesn't understand. You were there, even you already knew what should happen, but you still got to go check and double check to make sure things happen a certain way.
Right. Russ was always saying, but it's just a habit with me to go out and check the route before, and I'll check the route. The parade's on Saturday. I'll check the route Saturday night. I'll check the route Sunday morning, just to check and see that everything is in place that should be.
Right.
You have to just take care of the details, And
Can
so
you think
we have to coordinate with RCC's police because we're using their facility.
Right.
We use to stage the horses. We use Central Middle School, so we have to coordinate with them.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh, it's easily a year to be ready for it.
Oh yeah, or more. You're always you're always getting ready. And I go and watch the Veterans Parade, see what they do that I could borrow, and they do the same with our parade.
Yeah, because you want, I mean, and it has been very successful for the community to come out.
Thank you.
And you're well. I mean, as I said before, I've been in it more times than I can count, and always look forward to it. For those of you that are interested, please contact the foundation. And I probably should put the number up, huh? Hold on. That may be a good idea.
Okay. Thank you.
If you have a comment by Jacqueline Ellis. First, she said, "Hello, Mary." "Hello, Jacqueline." Then she says, "Hello, Dell."
Hey, how you doing, babe?
I think it's Jacqueline.
Yes.
It's Jackie, I think, Ellis. I wanted to make sure that her comment in. But I want to put the number of, so because if you like to make a donation to the foundation, let me see. Let me put the number up to get that for what number would they call, Dell? Or do you want to just give the website?
My managers and the website.
Okay. What's the website, Carmen?
ADCRfoundation.org.
Oh, come on over here, Carmen, so you can.
ADCRfoundation.org.
Okay. Check that I did it right, Carmen. Hold on. I'll put it up.
Is it right?
Is that it? Can you see it?
Yes, that's it.
That's it? Okay. And for those of you that would like to.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It's AD. This says.
Oh, see?
AD. No,
okay. It's AD. I put 8. So ignore that, ladies and gentlemen.
That's all right.
It's ADCR, right? Hold on. Let me put it's www.adriandalecarmenroberts. There you go. Foundation.org.
Yep.
.org. Got it. So let me put the correct one up.
Thank you.
Yeah. We want, there we go. It's the right one now. There we go. I think
that's
okay.
It.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like to, it's a nonprofit. So you would be getting the tax advantages and you're helping the community. You're doing 2 things. So if you're interested, please donate to and when I tell you, not only do the foundation has the parade, they have a backpack giveaway. That's an annual event. It's really, am I wrong in saying this? My quarterly, you guys have something going on because you have a golf tournament. You have the gala. I say it's the gala once a year.
The jazz.
Mm-hmm. And then you have the empowering young women.
Right.
Okay.
And of course, empowering young women is one of my favorites.
Yes.
Started out of necessity.
Yeah.
And, for 2 years, we couldn't afford to do it. And I called another friend of mine, Sergio Diaz, who was a police chief at that time. 2 young ladies were abducted from King High School. Well, they were sex trafficked, actually.
Wow.
And, one of them got away and was able to lead the police to the other. And so I called Sergio Diaz and says, "I need some help. We need to start empowering young women again."
Right.
He said, "Okay." And he helped us get it going again. That was many years ago, and it's still going strong. But a part of what we instruct is how to not be sex trafficked. Some girls get sex trafficked, and that's one of the things we wanted to avoid. Not only to teach them about how to dress to get a job, how to get to college, how to manage their money, how to manage their health, but also how to not be sex trafficked.
Right.
Because that's a sad thing that's going on right now. And I don't know whether it's leveling out now, but for a while, it was getting much worse with gangs starting to sex traffic girls. The gang members were saying, we can only sell a gun or a knife one time. We can sell a girl many times in one evening.
Wow.
Oh, so they were very bold in abducting, enticing young girls who were maybe unhappy with their home life and saying,
Right.
hey, come with us to LA. We can give you clothes or an apartment and a car. Uh, but they take them and abuse them and don't give them any of those things.
Right.
They put them on the street. Then the girl's self-esteem goes out the window, and some of them never get out of the spiral. So a part of empowering young women is to prevent that, to alert them. We've
Wow.
had one young lady who was sex trafficked when she was 13, walking to school, and a guy started to groom her, unbeknownst to the parents, to take her to lunch, stuff like that. And
Hmm.
when she turned 13, he turned out right here on University Avenue. When she was like 18, she killed the pimp, and they put her in prison for life because it was in collusion with another pimp. Killed the pimp, stole his car, took his car, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, Arnold Schwarzenegger came along and they revealed to him that she had been abused.
Hmm.
So he got her out of prison. So she was able to come and speak to our ladies twice.
Wow.
It was really, and the girls were really riveted to what she was saying. So we
Right.
hope things like that will prevent them from getting into that trap. Because once
Wow.
they get in it, very, very hard to get out. Sometimes
Mhm.
one young
It's
girl ended up dead just recently.
wow.
So,
From sex trafficking.
beg pardon?
She was sex trafficked. She was.
Right.
She
She
was.
was just sex trafficked to LA. And hey, sometimes they transport them all around. They'll send them to Las Vegas. They'll, they'll send them across the states.
Wow.
It's a big business
Wow.
and an ugly business.
I thank you for the because I at one time I was on the committee for the empowering young women. I was in charge of breakfast. Was it breakfast, Carmen?
Yes.
So I was the, and I wouldn't even be in the, I would be somewhere else in the country, but I made sure that breakfast was.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it though. I really did. I enjoyed working with the committee. I really did. And so
Thank
it was
you. We
me. I
need
really enjoyed
we
it.
need all the help since uh, men are not involved because of the testosterone thing. Uh,
Mhm.
just women and girls are in the inner sanctum of all of this, and that's
Right.
purposely. We don't want any distractions, and we
Right.
there's a hope that women and girls will relate to one another because a lot of women have stories. Okay,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I found out mostly all women experience, as young girls, experience some type of sexual harassment, you know,
Hmm.
and from a stranger, an uncle, unfortunately, sometimes from a father. Is
Hmm.
from a father is why the empowering young women started. There was a
Hmm.
young girl that went to school and her father was molesting her. I didn't know it. In later life, uh, she talked about it in a book. And so I said, okay, started to look at it and found out that that harassment goes on to young girls. I don't care whether they're rich, poor, no matter the ethnicity, it happens in all families.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, with that in mind, that's why we took off, and that's still going. I think it's still needful. And I saw one of your past persons was on your program was Virginia Blumenthal.
Yes.
She's one of my favorite people, and
Yeah.
she is one of the strengths behind it. She's helped us from the beginning
Well,
to
yeah.
have
Mhm.
it at RCC. So we just, I love her and appreciate her, and she totally understands uh, what the program is about. But RCC as a whole has been kind to us over the years and letting
Right.
us use that facility. Originally, we started out right here at Faith Temple at the church.
Right.
Pastor Joe Sims was there, and he allowed us to come there. Well, some of the girls got concerned about the church part of it, so we moved it to what we thought was a neutral ground, which was
Right.
RCC.
Right.
We've been there ever since, and that's been successful, I think.
Yeah. I like it there too because
Yeah.
it introduces maybe they've never been on a college campus,
That's
and it
true.
introduces college to them, and there's nothing to fear.
Right.
You know, so I really like it that they're having it there. So, but I had mentioned to Carmen that I wanted to do some volunteer. Definitely, I wanted to help advertise it.
Good.
To the community and get it out as much as possible. So
yeah, because the amount of girls dropped after COVID. During COVID, really kind of knocked the program out, and it's just recovering now, and it's back up to probably about 150 girls, but it had gone down. So we're trying to get back up to that 300 or more mark. So definitely need to advertise it. We try to, Carmen, they try to put on a program. We have a good committee. They try to put on a program that will entice these young girls to get out of bed on a Saturday morning and come and spend the day.
Right. I would tell anyone, if you have a daughter, a niece, a granddaughter, you want them to come to this program. It is outstanding. It really, really is. You have top-notch speakers, and they feed you, ladies and gentlemen, and everything is free. Everything's free. You don't pay for anything. All you do is come and listen and learn. That's what you do. So
we encourage mothers or guardians, if they want to come, they're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can come.
I have to keep fathers out, but mothers, women are most welcome.
So just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. If you like to come, you have the number. I'm leaving it up intentionally because when you go to the website, you'll see all the different activities. There's a board that is committed to the Riverside community, and they're always doing different activities to bring it so that you can to better the community. That's really what it's all about, the betterment for the Riverside community. And really it's the community in the IE as a whole. I think it's just that we tend to live in Riverside. We only live, a block away from each other too, Dell? Is it?
Yeah.
So we can walk.
3 blocks around the corner.
That's all it is. And so we're all close to each other. And then Dell's wife, Carmen, and I went to school together. So we went to it's definitely a connection. So I would tell you, but if you want to get involved, ladies and gentlemen, please contact them. They would love to have you. If you want to volunteer, they need volunteers. The day of the event, they always need volunteers. I can tell you that. You just need people to show people where to go, or to help with anything, or to help to introduce the speakers when they're inside of the workshops. You always need volunteers. Let me tell you that. So you want to do that. But I know too, on your backpack giveaway, when is that? That happens is it September or August?
August.
Okay.
Yeah, September now. We moved it forward because schools start at different times now.
Right.
So it's September, and we have
it in July.
Just a minute, I'm getting some technical advice here. Yes, ma'am? July, she says.
Okay. And where is the backpack giveaway held?
Boardwell Park.
Okay.
Martin Luther King Boulevard in Riverside.
All right.
In coordination with others, we're still give away 1,000 backpacks with school supplies in them.
Right.
We have booths there for advice. Last year we had somebody cutting hair. So it's really growing into a bigger thing where people can get clothing sometimes, get food sometimes is handed out. Whatever we can get,
Right.
we give it there for people free of charge.
So it's something to help the community. And the backpacks are free. They just, all you ask is that you bring your children with you to get the backpack.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Yeah, you have to bring your children with you.
Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any kids, because I would go to the foundation website to find out when these things happen. I tend to know the evening functions because that's what Oliver and I end up going to. But we don't have any. Our grandchildren aren't here, so we don't have any, go to the backpack giveaway. But we go to the other functions. We went to the one you had recently, the Kentucky Derby. We went to that one, which was excellent. We had a wonderful time there. So that's what we did go to. So I can tell you, you want to get involved in this organization. So you have a chance, ladies and gentlemen, and you definitely want to be connected to the Adrian Dell and Carmen's Roberts Foundation. They do a lot for the community. Literally every time you turn around. In addition to that, they also have a golf tournament.
Yes.
So, how many people attended this year?
Coming up, and
Pardon me?
It's about our 4th year coming up, and it's been successful. I'm amazed at how many people enjoy golf. I'm not a golfer myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have a lot of people that enjoy golf.
Oh yeah.
Ladies too.
Uh-huh. Was Teresa there this year?
Beg your pardon?
Teresa, was she there?
Who? I still didn't hear you.
Oh, Teresa Hunter.
No.
Okay, she was there.
My technical advisor.
Okay. She was trying to get a foursome together.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Here. She can do it. The guy, Mr. Taylor, David Taylor that does it, he's works very hard to get it done.
All right.
At the Victoria Club.
Okay. It's at Victoria Country Club.
Yes.
Okay. And it's on a Monday.
Yes.
Okay. But you don't have the date for 2026 yet.
No, we do not.
Okay. That's fine. No problem. Because, ladies and gentlemen, go to the adcrfoundation.org and you'll be able to go there and get the dates for when these events happen. Because you want to participate, and this is your way. By participating, you're giving back to the community. Your participation gives back to the community. If you can't, you may say, well, I may not be able to attend anything. They always take donations. So don't feel that you have to physically be there.
Right.
And you're helping the community every time you either donate or attend one of the functions. You're helping the community. I think on the backpack giveaway, do you guys need volunteers for that?
Yes, everything that we do is we need volunteers.
Okay.
They can help hand out. We're fortunate that we've had different sororities to come and help.
Good.
As a group.
Mm-hmm.
Even my doctor from Kaiser comes and brings her daughter, and she helps.
Wow.
Dr. Eunice Farina from Kaiser.
Uh-huh.
She comes every year and brings her daughter.
Wow. Now, the snow day, is that from the foundation also?
No. Snow day is strictly a park and recreation where we're able to bring in 100 tons of snow, put it on the slopes, and the kids have a ball. It was beautiful this year. The weather was just right, but we support it totally.
Right.
So we're involved in that way, and that's what the advisory committee kind of pushes it and supports it and augments it.
I know for many children, they've never seen snow.
True that. Parents don't throw them in the car and run to the snow.
No.
Some people are from back east and they don't want to see snow.
I know. We just came back a week ago from Washington, D.C., and I did a video because it was snowing. And I said, for those of you on the East Coast, I know you're thinking I'm crazy, but we do not see snow in California.
Yeah.
We don't see it.
Isn't it beautiful?
It was, and it was very quiet, and
right.
I just did that because for me, I don't even know the last time I can't even tell you when the last time I saw snow. That's why I was excited. But for somebody back east, they have to be saying, "Are you crazy?" You know, they're like, "Why would you do a video about snow?" But that's not our world.
Right.
That is not our world out here. You know, you
Nope.
have to, like you said, you have to go looking for it to find it here. So,
That's right.
yeah. But I think for a
Thankfully.
child, pardon me,
I said, thankfully.
I know, but I think for a child to experience that, is wonderful for them to even touch it, because that's not what we see in California.
Right.
So I'm glad you guys do that, or you, like you said, participate in that.
Yep.
Because I know. So I think I was talking to you when you were over there one day, and you said, "Oh, this is a snow day at the park." So I knew about that.
Yep.
Well, I know you have stories about Riverside. What story do you feel like is one that sticks in your mind more than anything else?
There's so many of them. I can't really pinpoint one. Like I said, I've been on many boards, like the Mission Inn Foundation board. I was on there for about 12 years. Met many nice people, and I was able to tell the board on occasion about the fact that when I went to Poly, I was on the swim team. I wasn't allowed to go into the Mission Inn pool.
Wow.
I did odd jobs when I was growing up, so I used to wait tables in the Mission Inn and wash dishes. But as a swimmer, I could not go into the pool, and so they were kind of like, "Oh wow!" So fast forward, I was on the board and then enjoyed it, but I didn't neglect, because I like to tell Riverside is a good place to be. Don't get me wrong, I like it. Raise my children here. I wouldn't want to be any other place, but it's not perfect by a long shot.
Right.
There's still difficulties here. There's still racism here. So, and it's something that we've always lived with, but it's not a pleasant thing to live with. When we go through it in the school system, it affects our children. It affects our way of life.
Yeah, you're right.
Like Victoria Country Club just short years ago integrated where Black, Chicanos, and others could go there, because you could not join the Victoria Country Club. You could caddy there, you could go over there and carry bags, you could work around, you could work in the kitchen, but you could not be a member. And that's just 3 blocks from our home. One block from your house. So Riverside is and I do think it's getting better. Okay. I really do. But it's a constant fight. Like on the east side, we constantly have to fight to get things done. And that's not that other neighborhoods don't have to do the same thing.
Right.
But we have to become more proactive. We have to get more Mary D's out there to write letters, to take pictures, and to alert downtown to our needs.
I tell everybody. With a lady a few days ago, she mentioned to me there was something in her neighborhood that she wanted to call the city about. And I told her, I said, do you know, she wanted me to do it. That's what it was. And I said, you know, you can do it. And what I really realized more than anything else, I was empowering her. You don't need me to do it. You can do it. And I said, you can call, I can't remember if it's 211 or 311. It's one of them. But the point is, you have every right to do it, just like I have every right to do it. Yeah. And she did. She called, and whatever it was that she needed repaired or whatever fixed, it did get fixed. But I told her, you have to remember, they don't live in your neighborhood. So many times it's not intentional as it is. If nobody says anything, they don't think anything is wrong.
Yeah. Well, here in South Ward, our Falcone is our council, and he's receptive. He listens.
Yeah.
So you just have to, you speak up.
You do.
If you don't talk, if you don't ask, you don't get, it doesn't get repaired.
No. And I've been there. I mean, as you know, I have made, if I see something, I don't mind taking a picture, sending it in, telling them this needs to be fixed or changed or whatever. Because, like, is what you said is true, Dell. We go to other neighborhoods, there, but we don't know if somebody from that neighborhood complained about something and made sure it was taken care of.
Yep.
And I have to honestly say, whenever I've done that in our neighborhood, it's been taken care of.
Yeah.
So I know we have one issue that me, you, and Carmen are working on, that drain at the end. We know, but we haven't, they called up, they're telling me, oh, we're taking care of it. Okay. I'm only going to go so long with that. But I would tell you, we've been on that. Yep. We have. So we've been really focused on the neighborhood, I think, without a doubt, because we love our neighborhood.
Right.
That's what it is. We love our neighborhood.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere.
No. Craig Goodwin said, let's see, Craig said, what did he say? I thought I saw, there we go. Did he come up? Hold on. It says, okay. He said, okay. This is from Craig Goodwin. He says, okay, Carmen, kick some fact check. So I don't know what that means, but that's what he said. And then we have Oliver. Oliver said, this is our executive producer. Hi, Dell. It's a pleasure having you on the show, giving your thoughts and input on the city of Riverside. Also, thanks to the repeated audience. So Oliver is keeping track.
All right, brother.
He's there every time.
The man behind the scenes.
He is.
All right.
And he is definitely the wind beneath my wings. He really is. Because those of you, like I said, you don't see him, but he's there. I promise you, he's there.
That's
for
important.
Sure. But it is. It is. But I hear what you're saying too, Dell, about our community is not perfect, but I think without a doubt, you and Carmen, your efforts, not only with the foundation, because I already know, it takes a team. You have a team of people that work with you on the foundation. It's not just you and Carmen.
No,
but it's other people that believe in making Riverside a better place to live. It means so much because, in my opinion, without that, I don't know where we would be. I don't know that we would have a voice. As I mentioned to you earlier, I said I also agree that Rose Mays and her family have profoundly affected the city. And without your two groups, and not that you're the only ones, I don't want to sound like that, but I do want to give the roses to the two of you that have worked really hard to make Riverside a better place for all of us. So,
well, we appreciate everything that does. Being with the Boardwalk Park Advisory Committee, we're able to make a lot of things happen through that advisory committee because we have a collection of people that come on that fourth Wednesday from many different backgrounds. We have people come from the Farmers Association. We have the Black Nurses Association. We have Martin Luther King. So it's now become a conglomeration of people where they can come. I had a gentleman who walk up to me with a ticket that he got for parking and wondered what I could do with it. I said, no, that's too much. That's out of my line. Talk to the councilman. Maybe he can help you. But I'm glad we're able to come together and people are able to share what it is that they think is right or wrong in the community.
Right.
We have councilmen sitting in the meeting who can respond to it.
Yeah.
So that's excellent. And then we have other people there who are doing petitions to get gymnasiums named after people, So we appreciate all of those things.
I know. And that's coming. I don't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, what Dell is speaking about is about, how many months ago, Dell? 6-7 months ago?
Yep.
I came to, and I had not, think about this, I had not been to a meeting in a long time. But at that meeting, they mentioned that they were talking about having it, which is, it's going to happen, a gym built at Boardwalk Park. And but I hadn't heard. I knew that the gym should be named after you, but I had not heard who had turned the paperwork in. That's what got my attention. And I never heard anybody say the paperwork went in. And that's when I just wanted to make sure it got in. So I'll be honest. I think everyone is, as well, I'm telling the truth. The whole room erupted when when they said the gym was going to be named after Dell Roberts. I mean, literally, the chief of police said, please put me on that list. I want to make sure in other words, if there's a list that to have the gym named after Dell Roberts, make sure I'm on it. And I sat there, I said, so everybody agreed, but you have to do the paperwork.
Right. Take more than lip service.
Thank you,
Larry.
Oh, you're welcome, Dell. But all I kept saying, I remember asking, did somebody turn the papers in yet? That's all I wanted to know. And nobody said anything. But I'm just so happy to fight. So what's happening? They're breaking ground, if they haven't already broke ground, on the gym. And then the next it'll be a ribbon cutting ceremony when they're dedicated. The gym is already, the city has already agreed to name the gym the Dell Roberts Gymnasium. So we're very, very, I'm going to clap on that.
Thank you.
25 years, hasn't it?
Yes, at least. I'm not the only one that's been in the fight for this, the request. Right. Boardwalk Park is the only recreation center in the city that did not have an enclosed gymnasium. So, just a matter, closed mouth doesn't get fed. You just have to go and keep knocking on the door.
Well, we definitely want to give our thanks to Carissa Cervantes. Yes. She was very instrumental in getting funding for that. And I think you go on, Dale. Mm-hmm.
All these years, we've tried to get the funding. They've gone to Sacramento and they come back. No, we couldn't get it, didn't get it. So Clarissa Cervantes did get the $8 million
right
to do it. Then I think the city had to back that up with some other funding, but the mayor came on board.
Yes.
And that kind of really started the ball rolling.
Wow.
We were able to get it done. So they will have an indoor gym one of these years now.
Yeah.
Getting permits and all of that.
Yeah.
They're going to break ground. They were supposed to break it in late November.
Right.
Didn't happen. Late December. Didn't happen. So I'm hoping December or January they will break ground because it's going to take about 1.5 years to build.
Yes,
so,
it is.
I'm being prayerful that that will take place.
Well, we are near the end of the show, unfortunately, Dale. But we are. Would you grace us with a part 2 on next Monday?
Yes, I'd be glad to.
Okay, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen,
we can do something on schools.
Yes, we're gonna end for today. But we will be. Did you have any final words for our audience before we end?
No, just thank you for listening. Thank you for having me, Mary. And it was easier than I thought.
I was trying to tell you. I said it's a conversation.
Yep, it was easy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Oliver.
He's to make sure there's any comments before we go. I don't like to leave comments. It is somebody. Here we go. Antonio says, hi, Mary. And then he says, hi, Brother Dale.
Okay.
Antonio's a super fan. He's here every show.
Oh, okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and spending some time with us. We have here a community icon in Mr. Dell Robertson. As I'm so glad he's honored us to come back again next Monday, and you guys get to talk to him again. So we'll see you on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful week. All right. Bye, everybody. You're welcome.